Guys, it's Bren. I'm here with my comprehensive post-burn review of the French Baguette 3-wick from Bath & Body Works. I've already talked about this candle a little bit in two other videos, in my single wick haul where I got the little version, and then again in my candle day haul where I took home a few of these. But I wanted to come back and give you a more complete post-burn review now that I've had some experience with the candle, to let you know how it performed and how the strength and the throw and all of that was. Mainly because, as you probably know, this candle is sold out online now, and in most stores it's very rare to find one in a store. If you do, you're kind of lucky. So a lot of them are showing up on the secondhand market like eBay and Mercari, and you might be wondering if it's worth either trying to track one down or spending a little extra money to get one on one of those sites. I can't tell you if it's going to be worth it to you. It always stinks to spend more on a candle than you feel like you would have to if you could find it in the store yourself, but I certainly have done it multiple times, spent lots of money on Mercari to get candles that I want that I can't find, and it might be worth it to you, but I'm just going to tell you what my experience has been with the candle so that you can decide. I know that there are some people who are wondering, what is the big deal about this candle, and other people that just are raving about it and love it. So you guys know I'm always honest. Let me go ahead and tell you how it's been. So the notes on this candle are originally, well, it says, I should say the description. Originally launched in 2012, enjoy a BBW favorite blend of slow rising dough, crispy crust, and fresh out of the oven aroma. That's kind of a mouthful. So this scent, I did not burn it back in 2012. I didn't have it, so I can't compare it to the original. But I can tell you that this one smells very authentic. I mean, it really does smell like a French baguette. I mean, it's dead on, and it reminds me most of Kringle Candles Freshly Baked Bread, which is a scent that I love, and it's the only like large Kringle that I have. Theirs is a little more buttery than this one. This doesn't have like a buttery aspect like that one did, but it is very dead on. Like I told my sister, it's like walking into a Jimmy John's sub shop or any kind of place that's baking bread. It's not sweet like Campfire Donut. It's just like bread. I don't know. And so maybe you think that's something you want your house to smell like, and maybe you don't. But that's what it smells like, plain and simple. Now, as far as strength and throw, that's what people are talking about a lot with this candle, because people are saying it's not that strong. And I'm going to have to agree, but not totally. I, on strength, would give it a flat out 5 out of 10. This is a very medium, just medium. It's not less than medium. It's not more than medium. This is medium. This is the median mark on the strength scale for me. This candle, it is definitely noticeable. You smell it when you are in the bubble of fragrance, you are near the candle. It's like, it smells like freshly baked bread, but it's not knocking you out. It's not super strong. It's not overpowering. There are a lot of stronger Bath & Body Works candles for sure, but it's definitely noticeable in there. It's not like super light. I feel like it does okay in a medium-sized room. It's just medium. The strength is just in the middle for me. Comparing it to all the other BBW candles that I own and can think of, I'm giving this a 5 out of 10 on strength. Now, strength and throw usually go together, and I don't differentiate between the two. I'll just say like strength and throw is a this out of 10 because they usually go together. But when I say strength, I'm talking about how much does the candle smell when you are near the candle. When we're talking about throw, we're talking about how far does that scent reach. And on throw, I'm gonna knock it down to like a 4 because weirdly, though I feel like the strength is very medium, it doesn't reach that far. It's a little below what I would consider medium on throw. I feel like if I have this burning out right there, there on my kitchen counter, which is kind of like an open area where there's the living room and the dining room and the kitchen. If I walk like 10 to 12 feet away from the candle, I stop smelling it. But then I walk back into that bubble of fragrance and there's my medium strength bread scent. But it just doesn't reach that far. So like it fills a bedroom, it definitely fills this office, but it's not a far reaching. So that's where you could get maybe that it's slightly below. But I don't feel like the performance is horrible on it by any means. I mean, medium is what some people prefer over something that's super strong. But yeah, it's not super strong. It doesn't throw super far, but it's adequate. It's not bad. It's not like some of the candles that I get on here and I give them like a 2 out of 10 and it's like, oh, it's so weak. It's not great. It's It's just medium. Now, as far as the burn, so you can see the wax is here now. So maybe there's 25% left or so, but the entire thing has been melted at this point. So I've almost killed this one, which is more than I usually burn something before I do a post-burn review. Typically, I'm trying to get a post-burn review out quick, so I'll burn a candle like 4-ish times, feel like I have a pretty good feel for it, and give you my review. But I've really had this one going. And what I can say is when it hit the halfway point, it started to get a little murky. That's when a lot of the ash was going. And I never like purposefully drop the ash into the candle or anything like that. I didn't do anything differently with this candle than I do with any other candle. And I treat my candles very well, obviously. Well, maybe that's not obvious, but you guys know how I feel about candles. So I feel like, you would assume that I treat them well. Anyway, the wax started to get a lot of soot in it and kind of, I don't know if you can tell, again, it's like, it gets so dark out now that I'm always filming at night, or like it's like dusk now, but it's only 3 o'clock. But yeah, so it's starting to get a little dingy right at the halfway point. However, I didn't find that affected the fragrance. It just looked kind of gross. But as it continued on down near the 1/3 point, I still felt like the fragrance was okay, but I started to get a bit of the dreaded puny wick syndrome, which is really, it's puny flame syndrome. It's where the candle is not burning high enough that it pools out in an efficient amount of time, and I had to like take a paper towel and soak some wax out to make the flames get bigger, to make it pool out, and it started to do that, which is the thing that just Bath & Body Works candles are famous for doing. A lot of them do it when you get into the last third, 25% of a candle, and this one certainly was an offender of kind of the low flames towards the end. But the first half of the candle burned just great, and I feel like that's about on par, unfortunately. I mean, if they could perfect the candle, and some of them burn great all the way down, but this one, it did kind of what you expect from Bath & Body Works candle. So essentially, here's kind of my thoughts overall. As far as performance, strength, throw, burn, it's all typical medium in the middle. Buy this candle based on whether or not you think you would like the fragrance of freshly baked bread, because it really all comes down to fragrance for me. If you don't think you would like this, you're not even watching this video, but I love it. I do. And do I wish it was a little stronger? Yeah, but I'm still happy with it. And I can't tell you if it's worth it for you to go hunt one down or pay more money. You maybe just wait. Maybe they'll bring it back. Maybe it'll be out this spring again. I would not doubt that at all. But if you're dying to get your hands on one now, it might be worth paying a little bit. I don't know. Some of them are going for around $20 plus shipping. If it were me, well, I don't need to say I'd probably do it, because I do that all the time. But I really just like the fragrance of it. So that's what I think about French Baguette. I hope that helps you in some way, or at least was entertaining to watch, and maybe you already have this candle and you want to chime in with your thoughts about it below. Feel free to do that. I'll be back with more videos. Don't forget to check out my last video that I posted, which was my top favorite new Bath & Body Works candles of 2018. That was a really fun video to do. Let me know your thoughts on that one too. I'll link to it in the description box below. Thanks for watching as always. Follow me on Instagram at Candles and Music. I'll see you guys later. Bye.